eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been holding him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why he up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zericania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
Alright, what's up, folks? We're done with The Witcher 2, so it's time to move on to a new game in the franchise. This is... It was just on screen. Witcher Tales Thronebreaker. That previous song was from Witcher 3. I don't know about this one. It might also be from Witcher 3. So I'm not really sure what this game is. I believe it's like a tactical RPG or maybe just a tactics game. There's a lot of Gwent cards showing up, and I'm really not a fan of Gwent.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, Queen of the Twin Realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold?
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes.
So, my
And
bad.
very
She's the
little
queen
time.
of both Lyria and Rivia. I'm not 100% sure what time this takes place in context of the previous 3 games. I mean, you would think it's like maybe before Witcher 2-ish. This art style is pretty cool.
Thought it were bandits riding in.
Talk to me, peasant. I guess not.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold. Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you. The strays, they're called, Your Majesty, because they bite something nasty and bay as if by the moon possessed.
Go to the Gwent is only multiplayer. Like I said, I'm really not a fan of Gwent, and it's nothing against Gwent. I'm sure it's a great card game. I'm just not like, I don't want to say I'm not smart enough for Gwent, but I just truly don't care enough to figure it out. I've never been a big fan of card games, which is weird because I'm old enough that I've obviously spent a lot of time actually playing real card games in person. Is there anything else down here? Can I go this way? There's an up here, is it? But I can.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen.
Oh, so it's...
have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
How do I play any card?
One bolt's all I need.
The coin button.
The chase is on!
Aye.
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply...
So, I'm gonna be forced to, excuse me. Be forced to figure out Gwent then, I guess. Without actually playing Gwent.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Keep calm, Ted. The strays took Ted and run. Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
The battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive. Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
Should have listened to me old lady.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Give me a time. Our ballista, your command. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. Armor won't serve.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
I thought this was going to be more of like, the Valiant or something like that. You know, any of 1,000 action RPGs. If the combat is all going to be based on Gwent, then I'm really not sure I'm going to bother playing this game. I'm really not that big of a fan of Gwent. I don't understand why they continue to try to force it down everyone's throat who likes this franchise. Literally, this is the second.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North, with its hills and dales. Why?
The second full game based on Gwent.
Matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite.
I don't like the way she
spell of it
talks
they
either.
deserve.
So, I mean, like, it seems cool. It has elements of, like, Darkest Dungeon and other games in it. But, again, I'm not a huge fan of the combat being based on Gwent. I mean, it literally just is Gwent. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. Let's first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. Our gold mine has collapsed. Cool story. Upgrades go to. Wagenberg card. That's what I'm doing. What the fuck, bro? Whoever fucking... Wow, that's just poor game design. I mean, that's my fault for not watching the fucking video telling you what to do. Because you would think if you could right-click it on one place on the screen, then it would... That's where you would right-click it. I didn't realize it was in the main thing. Machine field support. Where the hell is it? Wagenberg. Okay. Radibor. Gustave Perrault, Royal Steward. Letter from King Demovan. So, yeah, so it has to be before Witcher 2 at some point, obviously. Not like way before Witcher 2, because obviously Nilfgaard is already on the march.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty, but Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meve. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances, events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either. It's time I attended to other matters.
What is this guy? Grey Rider? No one else to talk to? This reminds me, I need to actually finish, what's it called? I don't even remember. Pentiment? Hey, buddy.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less? Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why, I'd have gone round, through Sodden. They told me that... Is this what I pay taxes?
Is this one of these roadside shrines? See, I wish they would make... I mean, I don't know. It would be cool to have a Witcher game that wasn't about the actual Witcher.
Necrophages, drawn here by blood scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
What is this? A ghoul? Looks like an owl ghoul.
Broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
But, dude, a fog will kill all of you.
Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such...
Okay, can I play now?
thing.
Should have listened to me old lady.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first. Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
One boat.
So fortunate we routed the beasts before they had a chance to gorge.
This is a total waste of a...
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Your grace, yet more come.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
Why? See, this is one of the things I don't like about Gwent. Like, why can't I do anything? What am I supposed to do? Okay.
I'm a
Top that forces you to put your ranged units right.
Strong as steers they've grown, and they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Son of a bitch. How? How do I do that?
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there! Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
Discipline shall bring us victory! The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Oh, so I thought I had gotten a fog card. I guess it was just telling you about fog cards. Take this spoiled ass necrophage half-eaten meat.
Many trees we felled, my lady.
Oh, he's
Are you
going
in
to
need
run
of
away,
them?
buddy.
So, take one. They call themselves Stray.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. What's over here?
Milady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Ha' mercy, your grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, your grace. I'm not accustomed, nohow.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits, whom do they follow?
Him, milady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady! I'll be no higher for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray Mother Melitele watch over your kind heart.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Meve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors.
Okay.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, Your Grace.
They shall indeed.
Let's lower morale.
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock
What, am I gonna
slide!
fight the rocks? What?
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
One boat's all I need.
Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
When he says wagon, did he mean the wagon bird?
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Of course there's something we can do here. We can loot everything.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meve glanced towards it and froze.
Out to the east, down Wetterton Way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. We's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on Bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen, though just looking at the wounded wretch, She knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
The Queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, Your Grace?
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meve replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your Grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take...
Kneel and pay homage to the gods. You shall be rewarded. Military, what? There is ever time for prayer. Pleased to see ye yearn for the holy word, my lady.
Travelling the high road, they heard the bells of a temple to Mother Melitele, situated at some distance. Meve turned towards Reynard.
What have we today? A sacred feast?
Not that I recall, Your Grace.
The Queen's brow, stained glass shards glinted in the grass. Bits of down, ripped from quilts, wafted through the air. The priestesses, gathered in the yard, were...
It's all come clear now. Sabotage. 'Twas the bandits who we...
Is it? Oh, it's
Wheelrods. The strays, no doubt.
It must be
they
something
must be
different
nearby.
than whatever grave hag or whatever. Is a fucking forktail or something down there? So this is like the grove. What? What's up with the frame dropping?
To ravage statues of the good mother, how dare they? To ravage statues of the good...
Okay, I just want to go down here and avoid the dragon. Where'd it go? Now I'm worried I'm gonna run straight into it. It's like down here somewhere. Okay, cool. I don't have a key for this, whatever it is. Okay, so this battle is the dragon, whatever. There's another puzzle up here. Oh, this is the...
The dead, as they rest, are just...
Yeah, I can say right now I'm probably going to be avoiding combat to some extent in this game, just because I don't like Gwent. I'm not, like, disappointed in the game necessarily, but I do wish that it was otherwise. I wish there wasn't Gwent involved. Oh, well, I can't get in there to fight the Dagron anyway. There's just like fucking necrophages everywhere.
Off to Wetterton, are ye? Bonnie tune that. Just the folk are beyond shite. Off to Wetterton, are ye? Bonnie tune that.
Is that a hag? Yeah, it's a hag.
As they neared Wetterton, the Queen ordered her company to halt. She then sent men to the town for supplies. Those sent returned more quickly than she'd assumed they would. Their satchel...
What is your command, your grace?
Reynard's question pierced the silence.
What can it be, dear friend?
Answered the Queen, then spurred her mount and rode off towards the town. Her troops followed, running as fast as their legs...
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones!
Company! We must strike the largest clusters! Disperse the mob!
So much hatred. We must put a stop to it. Reynard, who started this? I must know.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
What? Bullshit, sir. See, once again, I fucking hate Gwent. So I'm just gonna not play anymore today. That's gonna be the end of this video. So I'll struggle through this game, and I guess I'll finally learn how to play Gwent worth of crap. But thanks for watching for now. Join me next Wednesday for more Thronebreaker. Peace out.